unfortunately, folks, ran into some technical difficulties as we were about to get set for puck drop. Referee has the arm up here, going to be a penalty. Penalty to the Blues, 4 minutes, head contact. That's Nate Holohan going to go to the box. And the Moose will go on the power play. Out will come Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry. Lowick Landry and Hudson Sisk will man the blue line. Face-off controlled there by the Blues. Won't clear the zone, ends up on the stick of Landry. He tried to go cross-ice to Sisk. That's intercepted. Here's Hashi now. Hashi down that left side. Hashi tries to throw back to Stewart. Stewart was headed toward the net. That didn't connect. Hashi now floats back there to Sisk. Sisk. That's intercepted by the Blues and sent the length of the ice. And goalie Fulham out to set that up for Sisk. Sisk now. Puck knocked off his stick. Lowick Landry has to retreat. Hashi's pass for Mo Landry out of his reach. No icing. Waved off there by the linesman. Blues circle behind their own net, find the lane, and fire at the length of the ice. Lowick Landry now. Landry, he has to spin away from the forecheck of Porter. Landry sets up behind his own goal. And the Moose look to break out of their own zone. Away comes Sisk now. Sisk headmans for Felix Hashi. Felix Hashi down that left side on his stick. Hashi cross ice there for Vanderbilt. And that ends up in the pads of goalie Robichaud today in goal for the Blues. So Driscoll to take the face-off here for the Moose. 2:35 left in the 4-minute penalty to Holohan. 16 minutes even to play in period number 1. Trask banks that to himself. Still has it on his stick. Throws it up that left side to Driscoll. Driscoll threw a cross ice to Vanderbilt, and it floated off the stick of Vanderbilt. He put it through his legs and ended up on the stick of Walker, and Walker sent it the length of the ice. In on the forecheck now, that's Yerxa. Yerxa throws it into the slot to Biding. He can't get a shot away. Driscoll bumps his man there. Throws it across the ice dangerously through the top of that blue paint. Stripped to the stick of Travis. Godfrey and Trask working here in the corner. Moose having a hard time to get something going here on this power play. Travis still on his stick in the neutral zone, gains the blue line. Travis sidesteps one check, and the Blues will once again fire that the length of the ice. Fulham sets it up there for Leclerc. Away comes Leclerc, dances by one Blues defender, that was Ferdinand. Leclerc now on the stick of Alexi Stewart, fires, that's wide of goalie Robichaud. Carroll now, Alexi Stewart fires. It's into the shin pads of Ferdinand. Doesn't make its way through the target. Cross ice, backdoor to LeBlanc. He can't get any good lumber on that as he tried to one-time it. LeBlanc got tied up with the referee and ended up down on the ice. Ethan Carroll back to set it up here for the Moose. Carroll headmans for Leclerc. Leclerc can't get by Larson as he stripped Leclerc of the puck. And back upstream come the Moose. Nice lead pass there by Carroll. He put it on the tape of Josh Stewart. Stewart fires. Robichaud gets a blocker on that one. Stewart throws it in the slot. Leclerc now fires. Robichaud. Puck loose. Moose can't get a shot away as the puck was laying loose in the slot area. Carroll now. Carroll ahead to Mo Landry. Mo Landry tried to get Hashi into his skates. Mo Landry now Mo Landry out of the boxes. Holohan. Teams back to even strength. 13:25 to play in the opening period. No score here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Sis banks it back off to Lewick Landry. Josh Stewart headmans to Felix Hashi. Hashi gets it in the skates of Buchanan. Good job by Buchanan to steer Hashi to the wall. Walker now. Walker. His D partner Buchanan blew a tire in behind the goal. Landry here. Landry. Here's Felix Hashi. Hashi. Hashi throws it in behind the Moose goal. And away comes Goodine. Goodine headmans at Larson. He's bumped out of the play by Sisk. Cross ice into the skates of Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart backhand pass there to Felix Hashi. Hashi heads up the left side. He's bumped there by Noah Hitchcock. That cross ice pass ends up on the stick of Lewick Landry. Landry's dumping attempt ends up in the bench of the Blues, and that'll draw a face-off outside the Blues blue line. 12-16. That'll bring the face-off back down here in front of the Moose bench. 12-16 to play in the opening period. No score here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Moose coming off a 5-0 victory here in this same ice surface last night, as they put in a solid road performance top to bottom and came away with a 5-0 victory over the hometown Blues. That's Robichaud, sets it up now for his defenseman. He's stripped of the puck there by Manderville. Manderville in the slot. Driscoll can't get a shot off. Here's Travis now. Travis tried to slide that across to Manderville, who was at the top of the blue paint. Good pressure by the Blues. Here come the Blues now. Ferdinand got a man with him. Good play there by Trask. No goal. Net was clearly off its moorings behind goalie Marc-Antoine Foulem. The referee is going to call a penalty here, though. I believe it's going to be Godfrey going to go off for interference, appears to be the call. So the referee is going to send Godfrey to the box for interference. That'll bring the face off. Net still off behind goalie Marc-Antoine Foulem. Net seems to be secure now. And we're set to go. Foulem ready in his crease. Leclerc to take the draw, so the Moose will be shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. Puck on the stick of Buchanan. Buchanan, he's pressured there by Leclerc. Good job by Leclerc to pressure that, and Trask sends it the length of the ice. 11:21 to play in period number 1. No score here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Away comes Ferdinand. Ferdinand puts on the brakes at the blue line. Slides it through to Holohan. Fires. Foulem slides over and takes that one on the logo. And he'll hold on for a face-off to the blocker side of goalie Foulem. Both squads leave the same troops out there. Ferdinand to take the draw against Leclerc. Won by the Blues. Buchanan now right in front of us. Buchanan rims it around into Holohan behind the Blues goal. Holohan back pass there to Larson. Now Holohan has it. Holohan looking for a cross ice seam. Nothing there. Good job by the Moose here in the penalty kill to keep the Blues outside. Cross ice, that's intercepted by Leclerc. Leclerc. Holohan tried to throw a cross ice and Leclerc jumped that pass. Good work here by Leclerc on the penalty kill. Ferdinand stripped to the puck at the blue line. And it's sent out into the neutral zone here, and White has to regroup. Holohan leaves it there for Ferdinand. Ferdinand's got to spin away into the neutral zone. He's pressured by Trask. Trask. Good job to... Here's Felix Hashi. Hashi scores! Good pressure by the Moose. Felix Hashi in on the forecheck. Stripped Gabe Walker of the puck, and Walker stepped around Robichaud and buried it in the back of the net. Felix Hashi gets the Moose on the board, shorthanded. 47 seconds left in the penalty to Godfrey. Moose jump out to a 1-0 lead here in Fredericton. Hashi wins the draw, back to Sisk. Sisk with a bit of time. Nice play to spin and fire that off the boards and back down into Blues territory. Up the far side, there's Yerksa now. Yerksa hit puck stripped off his stick there by Loic Landry, and Hashi will send that the length of the ice here on the penalty kill. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Godfrey. Walker spins away from Hashi, throws it up the wall to Yerksa. Yerksa back pass to Walker behind his own net. Walker up here to Biding. Biding gains the red line, dumps it ahead for Collins. Collins tries to bat that with his hand. Ends up on the stick of Sisk. Sisk, now here's Hashi. Hashi tried to headman that for Godfrey just out of his reach, and that'll go for an icing call. With 9:27 left to play in the opening period. Moose holding on to a 1-0 lead here in Fredericton. Driscoll, Vanderbilt, and Travis. Up front, Alexi Stewart and Ethan Carroll on the back end here for the Moose. Controlled by Driscoll. Tied up there though, Porter. Porter gets it back, that's Hitchcock at the point. He rims it around into Moose territory. Driscoll now, Driscoll backhands it and cycles it back up the half wall here to Travis. Travis bumps that ahead to Alexis Stewart. Stewart banks it off the wall, almost sent Driscoll on the breakout, but that was Buchanan intercepting that. Porter. Alexis Stewart gets a stick on that one. Hitchcock steps in at the wall and holds that in at the blue line. Cross ice here to Jesse Travis. Jesse Travis now. Travis circles through the neutral zone. And offside on the far side was Matthew Driscoll. And that'll bring a face-off just outside the Blues blue line with 8:40 left to play in the opening period. Moose with a 1-0 lead on the shorthanded marker by Felix Hashi. Ferdinand stripped of the puck there by LeClaire. Shot up over the glove of goalie Fulham. Off the glass and out here along the far wall. That's J.P. McCormick battling over there with Godfrey. That's Godfrey comes away with Godfrey. Now Godfrey stripped of his stick there. That's flipped up over the shoulder of Fulham and over the target. McCormick now. McCormick comes together with Holohan over on the wall. McCormick still can't get it out of Moose territory. And now LeClaire will chips it ahead for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's got good speed. LeBlanc fires into the glove of Robichaud. Dax Robichaud in goal for the Blues here this afternoon at the York Arena. Marc-Antoine Fulham, man in the crease for the Moose. Hashi, Stewart, and Mo Landry up front. Hudson Sisk and Loic Landry on the back end. Mo Landry comes away with it. That's off the side of the Blues goal. Loic Landry cannot hold that in as he made a reach for it and couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Sisk in the neutral zone. Mo Landry, backhand there. One touch for Hashi. Hashi stripped of the puck. Stewart to Hashi. Net is off its moorings in behind goalie Robichaud as the Moose were buzzing around that offensive zone. 7:31 left to play in the opening period. 1-0 lead for the Moose. Some work going on behind goalie Robichaud to try and get the net back on its moorings. We're set to go here. Puck drop coming to the glove side of Robichaud. Controlled by the Blues. Rim back for Hitchcock behind his own goal. Pashy and Mo Landry. Referee's arm going up. Gonna call, not sure what the call is gonna be. I'd say it's gonna be Mo Landry going off for something here. Cross check. Mo Landry going off. 2 minutes for a cross check. 7:13 left to play in the opening period. Moose will find themselves down a man again for the next 2 minutes or less. Ashley to take the draw. And he'll throw Hashy out. That'll bring Stewart in to take the draw. Face off. Out into the slot. Here's LeWick Landry now. LeWick Landry. It's on the stick. Here comes Hashy again. Short-handed marker. That's kicked away by Robichaud. As Hashy was in on a partial break. Josh Stewart along the wall now. Over on the far side. Away comes Sis, banks it. That doesn't get by Walker, though. Walker's shot deflected and dangerously in front. Fulham has to steer that away. Ends up here in front of us on Walker's stick. Walker throws it back into the corner. That's fired off the post. That was deflected, hit the post behind. So the Moose will find themselves down another man here as LeWick Landry will head to the box on the cross check. So now the Moose will find themselves in a tough spot here. 5-on-3 advantage for the Blues for the next minute and 12 seconds. Face-off control by the Blues. Walker throws that cross ice. Ends up now on the stick of Ferdinand. Ferdinand to Walker. Back pass. One-timer. Fulham gets a piece of that one. Holohan now. Holohan back to White. White to Holohan. Holohan hits Walker at the top. Walker fires. Fulham. Good job out at the top of his blue paint. Not giving the Blues any chance to get a deflection in. Manderville. Trask. And Sisk out here on the penalty kill for the Moose. Ferdinand wins it clean to Larson. Larson fires. And Fulham snabs that one as it's headed up toward that top corner and grabs it with the glove and holds on for a face-off to the blocker side of goalie Fulham. Face-off controlled again by the Blues. That's Sisk. Now Sisk. Holohan throws it back here to Walker. Walker fans on it. Manderville. Good job there. Pressure by Manderville as he tried to jump that one as Walker fanned on the point shot and it laid there dangerously at the blue line. Ferdinand sets it up. Ferdinand now to Walker. Walker. Walker to Ferdinand. Ferdinand cross ice into the skates of White. He can't do anything with that. White now. White bumped there by Trask. Going to be a hand pass. That'll bring the face-off outside the Moose blue line. 14 seconds left in the penalty to Godfrey. Correction, not Godfrey. That is Mo Landry. We got both Landrys in the box. Mo Landry and LeWick Landry. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in the opening period. Moose with a 1-0 lead here in Fredericton. Buchanan now. All the way across here in front of us to McDonald. McDonald pinching in from his D spot. McDonald. That is off its moorings again. As we're having some trouble with these nets staying in place here this afternoon at the York Arena. Looked like Fulham was trying to just put a push off that post with his skate and the net went flying. For the Moose, still down. Pair of men here. 2 seconds left in the penalty, and Mo Landry will join the face-off, controlled by the Blues. Landry is out of the box. Here's McDonald. McDonald shot. Fulham gets that up in the shoulder area and holds on. Drop down in front of him. He covered that up. So there's 43 seconds left now in the penalty to Landry. That's Loic Landry. And that'll bring the face off to the blocker side of Fulham. Loic Leclerc to take the draw. Leclerc. Goodine there for the Blues. Goodine on the stick of Porter. Porter shoots. And that finds the 5-hole on goalie Fulham. And the Blues square things at 1 here on the power play. I believe it's Porter. Walked into the top of the circle and fired one that found the 5-hole on Fulham. 5 minutes left in the opening period. Moose got to find a way to keep out of the box here as they killed all that momentum they had going. So they had to kill off 3 penalties in a row now. Loic Landry banks it off the wall over there to J.P. McCormick. J.P. McCormick. He's being chased by Hitchcock. McCormick throws it through the slot. Nobody there. Away comes Walker now. Walker. Puck knocked off his stick by McCormick. Walker throws it cross ice. Nobody there for the Blues. Hitchcock bumps it into the corner. In the skates now of McCormick. McCormick tries to get it out and it ends up in the neutral zone. LeBlanc, here comes McCormick. McCormick now stripped off his stick by Yerxa. That's thrown in the slot. Here's Loic Landry now. Sidesteps one check. Loic Landry can't find anyone to get that to. Ends up on the stick of Hitchcock. Hitchcock sends Yerxa away. Yerxa cross ice here to Collins. Collins spins. Tries to find Yerxa, but that's intercepted by Landry. LeBlanc. Fire, scores! Mathis LeBlanc sidestepped a couple of forechecks at the blue line, fired one up over the shoulder of Robichaud. Don't think it was deflected. It went up into that top corner untouched. So that's Mathis LeBlanc. Puts the Moose back ahead here with 3:51 to play in the first period. Moose now with a 2-1 lead. Ashley Stewart and Mo Landry up front. Godfrey and Trask. Godfrey. Ferdinand fires. That's wide of the target. Ferdinand danced by a couple checks. Stewart throws that right over the slot. Ends up on the stick of Ferdinand. Hashi strips it off the stick of Ferdinand. Away comes Hashi. Hashi into the break. Scores! Felix Hashi stripped Ferdinand of the puck at the blue line and went in all alone and slid it through the 5-hole on goalie Robichaud. And that'll put the Moose up now 3-1 with 3:32 left to play in the first period. And the Blues will call a timeout, as the Moose have scored 2 quick ones here within the last 19 seconds. They put up a pair as the Blues had squared it at 1 on the power play. There's that momentum we were talking about that has swung back in favor of the Moose now, which they had lost all the momentum after they had found themselves shorthanded for 3 penalty kills in a row, had to kill off a 5-on-3. Blues did get one back on the power play. But the Moose find themselves with the momentum again here as they've scored 2 quick ones. Alexi Stewart now backhands it. No icing. Walker under pressure there from Hashi. Thrown in behind the goal. That's Buchanan. Buchanan throws it out here to Goodine. Goodine. One touches it for Porter. Porter cross ice. Nice save there by Fulham as Porter slid it across to, can't get a look at who, I think that's Kirkpatrick, and Fulham came across with the pad and took away the one-timer. So big save by Fulham to keep things at a 3-1 lead here for the Moose. 3:08 to play in the opening period. Patrick knocked that net off, so that'll bring the face-off outside. And the face-off is controlled by Alexis Stewart. On the stick of Driscoll. Driscoll tried to put that by Kirkpatrick. And it stripped at his stick and into Moose territory. Now here's Walker. Walker, his shot turned away there. And once again, we'll find that net loose in behind goalie Fulham. Referee doing some work to try and hammer those pegs down so the net doesn't come loose so easy. Matthew Driscoll will take the draw here for the Moose. Controlled by the Blues. Blues, they'll throw. Vanderbilt tried to one-touch that. He thought he had Driscoll busting out, but he did not. Here's Yerksa now. Yerksa rims it around here to the half wall. Travis tried to chip it out, but ends up in the stick of White. Doesn't clear the zone. Bouncing puck in front of Fulham. Godfrey now. Godfrey gets it up high and off the glass by Hitchcock. And back to pick it up is, I believe that's White. White rims it down, no icing. Godfrey back to gather that up for the Moose. Godfrey, his outlet pass doesn't connect with Vanderbilt. Biding fans on it. Driscoll tried to put it through his skates. And Biding ends up with possession again. Here's White now. White fired, blocked there by Trask. Driscoll looking, cross ice to Travis. Travis, his clearing attempt, that's intercepted at the blue line, but they will get it into the neutral zone. Vanderbilt bumps here with Yerksa. Yerksa bumped out of the play by Trask. Now with speed is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt goes cross ice to Trask. Trask floats it in toward Robichaud. Robichaud sets it up there for Walker. Walker slides it across for McDonald. McDonald banks it off the wall to Goodine. Lewick Landry now. Here comes Walker. Walker throws it into the slot. Porter. Goodine, that's off the top of the bar. Goodine backhanded it up over Fulham. And that'll go up and hit the rafters. And that'll bring a face-off. Outside, that'll go back into Moose territory, yes. Moose player threw that up into the rafters. Ferdinand to take the draw against LeClaire. Face-off controlled by the Moose. Sis tried to bump it in behind the net to Lewick Landry. And that'll get a whistle along the wall as puck is pinned in Moose territory. LeClaire to take the draw against Ferdinand. Ferdinand wins it. Walker fired. Fulham, top of the blue paint. Down in his butterfly, takes that one in the Moose logo. 42 seconds left in the opening period. Moose with a 3-1 lead. Important face-off here as we try to get out of this period with a 2-goal lead. And again, face-off controlled by the Blues. Ferdinand set that up. Larson walked out into the slot, and his shot went off the stick of, I believe, Landry. Got a piece of that one, sent it up into the net. Ferdinand again to take the draw. Important face-offs. Tied up at the dot. Ferdinand tries to walk out. He's on his backhand. Throws it out here to Buchanan. Buchanan to White. White shot. That's wide of the target. Ferdinand now. Ferdinand. He's bumped over there by McCormick. Shot doesn't get through. Buchanan sends it in behind the net. Big hit there behind the Moose goal as Larson Bumps Leclerc. Here's McCormick now. McCormick throws it into Blues territory. 3 seconds left here in the opening period. And that'll do it for period number 1. So the horn goes to end the first 20 minutes here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Moose find themselves out to a 3-1 lead. Hashi with a pair and Mathis LeBlanc for your hometown Moose have been the goal scorers. Marc-Antoine Foulem been solid in net. Only goal has been on the power play for the Blues. So we'll take a break here as the Zamboni gets set to put a fresh flood on for us. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for period number 2. are back on the ice here for period number 2. As you get a look at the scoreboard to my right, just below that is goalie Marc-Antoine Foulem back in the crease here for the Moose. Moose out to a 3-1 lead after the first 20 minutes of play here in Fredericton. Up front for the Moose to start things off, Felix Hashing, Josh Stewart, and Mo Landry. Hudson Sisk and Loic Landry on the blue line. So the referees are back on the ice, set for puck drop here. And period number 2 set to go here at the York Arena in Fredericton. And the face-off controlled. And that took all of 4 seconds as Stewart is called on an interference off the opening face-off. I believe. So that is not how they wanted to start the period, as the Moose will find themselves shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. One back. Buchanan now here, man on the blue line. Buchanan throws it and rims it around. Landry intercepts that though. Buchanan goes cross ice to Walker. Walker fires high and wide of the target. Off the glass and ends up back here on the half wall. Over there is Porter. Porter lets that go back to Buchanan. Buchanan doesn't have a lane. Ends up back on the stick of Buchanan. Walker shot. There's Walker again now. Walker fires. Foulem. Good job by Foulem to gather that one in and hold on for a face-off. And that'll bring the face-off to the blocker side of goalie Foulem. 1:14 left in the penalty to Stewart. 19:10 left to go in period number 2. Moose with a 3-1 lead here in Fredericton. Shot right off the draw. Foulem had to be on his toes for that one as he steered that to the corner. Walker tried to go cross ice. Oh, correction, that was Holohan. Got it on the stick of Ferdinand. Ferdinand's shot turned away there by goalie Foulem. Moose send out a couple of fresh legs here for the penalty kill as Godfrey and Trask will take over on the blue line for Sisk and Loic Landry. And that'll bring the face up again to the blocker side of Foulem. Foulem out high in the top of that crease. Ready for that quick shot like they got last time. White, that was intercepted there by, I believe that's Travis. Travis was able to shovel that all the way down here into Blues territory. Now up come the Blues. Slid across here to McDonald. McDonald, he swiped to the puck there by Travis. And that will end up back here at the blue line. Passes behind Ferdinand. Ferdinand's pass, that's almost intercepted by Travis. Travis forechecking here on the penalty kill. Larson bumped there by Travis. Travis heads off on a change. Out comes J.P. McCormick to take his spot. Out there with Garland Manderville. McCormick tried to knock that off the stick of Ferdinand. McDonald, cross ice, back door. Beauty play there. McDonald slid that through the seam to Holohan on the back door. And Holohan one-time did pass Foulem. So the Blues strike early here with 17:58 to play in the second period. Blues score on the power play. Find themselves out. Finds the score here now at 3-2 lead for the Moose. Face-off controlled by the Blues. Sent back for Walker. Walker rims it around on the stick. Now Collins. Collins bumped there by McCormick. Walker. Yerksa's pass intercepted there by Alexi Stewart. Noah Hitchcock now. Hitchcock back pass that to his partner Walker. Walker bumps it ahead, and away comes Yerksa. Yerksa, good speed down the right side. Yerksa got a step now on Carroll. Puts on the brakes, spins back. Puts it to Walker. Walker now fires it. That's deflected. Misses the target. McCormick gets it into the neutral zone. Hitchcock slides it over. That's in the skates of Walker. But here comes Leclerc. Leclerc slides it over, but LeBlanc had headed off on a change. Carroll can't hold that in at the blue line, so he'll just dump it in and let the Moose finish their change. Here's Hashi now. Hashi walks down. Hashi still has it, slides it, steered away there by Robichaud. Hashi still on the stick. Tries to throw it in the slot. Mo Landry now. Mo Landry. Landry throws it back for Sis. Sis walks the line, fires, kicked away. Oh, goodness, Stewart had the whole net and fired it through the crease. That shot stopped by Robichaud. Held in at the line here by Landry. Just keeping an eye on Felix Hash. He took that point shot up high in the arm. Coach Landry over there taking a look at him. So the Moose with a couple of great chances as Stewart fired one through the crease as he had the open net. Taking a look at Hashi over there. It looks like he's going to need a few minutes to and they will throw the Blues player out of the draw as the Blues jumped early here. Face off, tied up. Godfrey steps in, tries to knock that. That's no hand pass. Big hit there by Vanderbilt as he bumped Buchanan. Porter, cross ice. Fulham slid across. And both teams come together here in front of goalie Fulham as the Moose are clearing traffic on that whistle. Trask and looked like it was Porter doing a little pushing and shoving in front of goalie Fulham. 15:55 to play in the second period. Moose with a 3-2 lead. And that ends up on the stick of Trask. Trask cycles it back for Godfrey. Godfrey looking up ice, doesn't have anyone, so he just banks it off the wall. No icing. McDonald first back to get it. McDonald slides it to Buchanan. Buchanan up through the slot area and away he goes. Cross the blue line, cross the red line, gains the Moose territory. Buchanan still has it on his stick. Still on the stick of Buchanan. Back to McDonald. McDonald shot. That's glove laying there. Rebound. Scores! As Fulham made the initial save, but the rebound dropped down and ended up on the stick of Buchanan. Correction, that's Larson. And he had the whole net to shoot at as all the traffic was over on the near post, and Larson fired it in on that far side. So that'll square things at 3 here with 15:19 to play in the second period. So the Blues have put up a pair here in the first 5 minutes of this third period. Landry almost stripped of the puck there by Holohan. Sisk Sisk floats one cross ice to McCormick, bounces over his stick, and ends up on the stick of Walker. Here's LeClaire now. LeClaire threw that across, ends up on the stick of LeBlanc. Landry tried to just float one toward goalie Robichaud, but that was blocked in the slot area by Ferdinand. Ferdinand in with speed now. Loic Landry. Matisse LeBlanc sidesteps his check, gains the red line. Here's LeBlanc now. LeBlanc on the stick of LeClaire. Fired. Laying in the slot. It's right there to the right side of goalie Robichaud, but the Moose could not. Puck came outside the blue line. Linesman here right in front of us said that one came outside of the Moose or the Blues blue line and blows it down on an offside. Good to see. There's Hashi back out there. I think he just took that puck up high. So we got Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry, Alexi Stewart. There's Noah Hitchcock back now for the Moose, or for the Blues, correction. And it's bumped out into the neutral zone. Here's Hashi. Dances by a couple of checks, still on his stick. Now it's knocked off, ends up on the stick of Mo Landry. Mo Landry spins away from Hitchcock. Puts it back to Carroll. Carroll. Hashi loses the handle on that one. That'll go for an icing call as Yerxa sent it the length of the ice. 13:49 to play in the second period. Teams deadlocked at 2. At 3 here in period number 2. Hashi take the draw for the Moose. He's out there against Porter. One clean back to Alexis Stewart. That's into the skates of Porter. Right out the slot. And Mo Landry couldn't get a stick on that one as it took a funny bounce behind Robichaud and ended up right in the slot. Offside at the Moose blue line. So that'll bring the face-off outside. Hashi, Stewart, and Landry still up front. Trask and Godfrey now on the back end. Hashi wins it. Godfrey now. Godfrey. Head here's Stewart. Stewart down the right side. Stewart rims it in behind the goal. Landry in to retrieve that one. Josh Stewart now. He's looking. Stewart tried to hit Hashi in the slot. Here's Stewart. Stewart goes cross to Trask. Trask couldn't handle that pass. Rims it all the way around here. That's McDonald. McDonald stripped of the puck by Hashi. Hashi tried to hit Loic. Or that was Travis on the change. Hashi with a shot from the short side, kicked away by Robichaud. Godfrey tries to keep that in. Godfrey. Travis now, that's bumped. Trask just throws it into Blues territory. McDonald banks it off the wall, and that will go for an icing. As McDonald, I think, wanted a change. 12:46 to play in period number 2 here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Teams deadlocked at 3. Matthew Driscoll out to take the draw. He's got Travis on his left side, Vanderbilt on his right side. Landry and Sisk on the blue line. Holohan gets that caught up in his skates as he tried to one-touch it to Ferdinand. Here comes Larson now. Larson leaves it for Ferdinand. Ferdinand tries to rim it around to Holohan. That shot kicked away by Fulham. Ends up out in the high slot, and away comes Driscoll. Driscoll loses a handle on it at the red line, and back comes the Blues. Holohan now. Holohan looking. Goes cross ice. Can't hit Ferdinand. That's thrown in behind the goal, and Holohan will be first to get it. Slid up the wall here to Hitchcock. Ferdinand, puck out in the slot. Travis just saw it at the last second. He sets it up there for Manderville. Manderville with speed. That's going to be a penalty to Holohan. He got his stick in the skates of Manderville. Fulham headed to the bench as One of the Blues players touches that one. So Nate Holohan will go to the box here on the tripping call. Good chance for the Moose to get that momentum back. 11:48 to play in the second period. 3-3 tie here in Fredericton. Driscoll, Travis, and Manderville. Lewick Landry and Hudson Sisk. Travis sets it up here for Sisk right in front of us. Sisk going to walk that line into the slot. Sisk. He gets it over to Driscoll. Driscoll loses a handle on it. Driscoll now still has it. Driscoll stripped of the puck there. No, he still has it. Manderville fanned on that pass. He was trying to hit Landry. Battle along the wall. Travis, first one to get it. Cycles it back behind the net to Manderville. Jumps over Manderville's stick behind the net as Manderville and puck in the slot area. Here's the Moose, can't get a handle on it. Here's Sisk now. Sisk backhands it over for Driscoll. Driscoll looking, walks out. Driscoll looking still. Fires. Blocker save by Robichaud. Driscoll now. Still has it on his stick. Driscoll. Cross ice to Sisk. Sisk has no lane to shoot that one. Sisk, now he has a lane. Fires wide of the short post here. On that short side. Travis fires. Kicked away there by Robichaud. Yerxa. Yerxa on the stick of White on the forehand, and White will send it the length of the ice. No icing as the Moose there on the power play. That's set up for Landry. Landry bumps it to Sisk. Away comes Sisk now. Sisk gains the blue line of the Blues. Still has it on the stick, dangling. Looking, throws it here to Leclerc. Leclerc fires toward the Blues goal. Moose can't get a shot away though. That pass had a lot on it and went past goalie or Hudson Sisk and ended up right back to goalie Fulham, who sets it up behind the net for Lewick Landry. Lewick Leclerc now. That pass gets in the skates of Ferdinand and now on the stick of Lewick Landry. Ooh, that is a hard hit along the wall as Lewick Landry is hit. Looked like Landry went into that wall hard. That looked like a boarding call to me along that far wall as Landry was bumped hard. Coach Landry over there taking a look at Lewick Landry. Face-off will come outside Moose blue line. Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, and Mo Landry. Hashi, he's stripped of the puck there by Porter. Hashi tries to chip it into the neutral zone. Now ends up on the stick of Trask. Trask high off the glass. Team's back at even strength. Robichaud will set that up for Buchanan. Buchanan now circles around. He's bumped there by Landry. And Goodine has it now. Goodine bumps it in around here. That was White. Trask now. Trask has it. Throws it cross ice for Mo Landry. Mo Landry will flip that in. That's going to be a high stick as soon as White touches that, and that'll bring a face-off to the glove side of goalie Robichaud as that was knocked down with a high stick. Good to see Landry back out there for the Moose. Coach Sisk having some words with referee along the wall over there. I'm sure he's complained about that hit to Landry. It looked like a boarding call if I've ever seen one. So Hash still out there to take the draw. That's won by Ferdinand. Ferdinand banked up the wall here at a reach of Josh Stewart. And Hashi back to pick it up. Hashi stripped of the puck at the blue line. Larson now. Hashi Into the skates of Josh Stewart. Ends up to back to Walker. Walker will send it in, and that'll go for an icing, as did not connect with any of the Blues. So the face-off now will come down into Blues territory to the glove side of goalie Rabasha. 8:22 left in the second period. Teams deadlocked at 3 here in Fredericton. Rimmed around here to the far side, to the near side, sorry, that's Larson. Vanderbilt sends his man to the ice, and that's going to be a penalty. Four-minute penalty to Vanderbilt for head contact. So with 8:02 to play in the second period, teams deadlocked at 3. Garland Vanderbilt called on a 4-minute head contact. So the Moose going to have their work cut out for them here for the next 4 minutes. Now here's White. White finds Ferdinand. Ferdinand stripped of the puck there by Travis. Travis now ends up on the ice here in the neutral zone. Away comes McDonald. He had a streak in Holohan down on that back door again. They already got one like that earlier today on the power play. White now circles behind his own net. Good outlet pass right on the tape of Ferdinand. Away comes Ferdinand. Ferdinand gains the blue line, puts on the brakes. Floats one back here to White. White fired, save Fulham. Rebound fired wide of goalie Fulham. That's McDonald now circling. McDonald still on his stick. McDonald, good job there by Fulham to hold tight to that near post as McDonald flipped one up into the logo of goalie Fulham. 3:06 left to play in period number 2. Moose and the Blues tied at 3. 3:06 left in the 4-minute penalty to Vanderbilt for head contact. Face-off won by the Blues. However, that's LeBlanc. Almost got away free there. Buchanan sends it cross ice to Goodine. Goodine bumped out of the play by Carroll. Carroll comes away with it. He's got some time and can't get much on it, but he's got enough to get it out here into the neutral zone. Carroll back again now. Carroll rims it hard off the glass. Kept in, though, at the blue line by Walker. Walker now still has it. Walker throws it in the slot. I think Fulham got a piece of that one, and it ends up here in the corner. Buchanan sets it up for Porter. Porter to Buchanan. Looking for that cross ice again. Fulham tight to the post here on the short side. As Buchanan was looking for that backdoor pass again, but nobody from the Blues there to connect this time. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the penalty to Vanderbilt. 6:20 to go in period number 2. Teams deadlocked at 3 here at the York Arena. Pashy to take the draw. One clean back into his corner. Godfrey now. Godfrey fans on it though. Ends up on the stick of White. White walks the line. Fires. Fulham gets a glove on that one and holds on. As Biding was waiting at the doorstep for any rebounds. Good job by Fulham to gather that one in and not let any rebound lay there for the Blues to bang away at. Godfrey tried to get it up high, but it's knocked down there by the Blues. They battle for it in the corner. Yerxa has it now. He backhands it here to White. White walks the line, sends it back to Yerxa. Yerxa fires. Fulham knocks that one down with the blocker. Flip there to Yerxa. He can't handle that one in the air, and it will clear the zone out into the neutral zone. Here's Yerxa now. Yerxa one-touched it for Collins. Collins sets it up for Yerxa. Minute and 35 left in the penalty to Vanderbilt. That gets through all the way, and Fulham has to turn that aside. Fulham's got to get himself to that far post, and he does. Here's White now back. White rolling puck. Can't get much on. He's stripped of the puck. And away comes Mo Landry. Mo Landry fires, kicked away there by Robichaud. Ashe in pressuring here on the penalty kill. Away comes White. White has possession now. White. It's on the stick of Yerxa. Yerxa snaps one up high. Fulham got a piece of that and it ends up in the corner. Back on the stick of Fulham. Fulham took that one off the mask. So I believe referee blows that down just to make sure Fulham is okay. Referee checking with Fulham to make sure he's okay. Gives him a nod. He's good to go. So now Josh Stewart to take the draw here against Ferdinand. He's out with J.P. McCormick. Face off controlled by Ferdinand. Buchanan throws it here to the corner. Loic Landry up to J.P. McCormick. McCormick can't get it out. Stewart gets a stick on it and fires at the length of the ice. Robichaud's got to steer that to the corner and set it up for his D-man Walker. McCormick first in on the puck. And away comes the Blues. Here's Ferdinand. Ferdinand drops it at the blue line for Walker. Walker to Buchanan. Buchanan snaps one. Blocker saved there by Fulham. Fired. Fulham gets a piece of that one. Good job there by Sis to clear that away from the paint area. Buchanan now to Walker. Walker to Ferdinand. Ferdinand. Toe drag there on Sis, but that shot doesn't get through. Back now to Walker. 4 seconds left in the penalty to Manderville. Buchanan shot, kicked away by Fulham. And I believe once again the net has come loose behind goalie Fulham. But the good news is the penalty to Manderville has ended. 4 minutes exactly left in period number 2. Moose and the Blues tied at 3 here on Sunday afternoon at the York Arena in Fredericton. See the referee over talking to the Blues bench. I believe the coach is probably discussing the fact that the net seems to be coming off more when goalie Fulham is involved, but referee having no part of that one. That shot floats wide of goalie Fulham. Here's Manderville. Manderville, that centering pass was intercepted by Porter. Porter throws it in the slot, ends up on the stick. Here's Goodine. Goodine. His shot deflected wide of goalie Fulham. Alexi Stewart bumps his man. Puck floats out into the paint area, and Fulham wisely gobbles that up and holds on for a face-off. That'll bring a face-off now to the blockers, or the glove side of goalie Fulham. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in period number 2 at the York Arena in Fredericton. Northern Moose and Fredericton Blues deadlocked at 3. Here's Hitchcock now. Hitchcock. He floats it in. That's Travis on the far side. Travis lifts the stick of White, and that's going to be a penalty to White. Good play there by Jesse Travis on the forecheck as he lifted the stick of White, and White had to pull him down, or Travis would have went in all alone. .322 left to play in period number 2. Moose with a good chance here now with White headed to the box for the next 2 minutes or less. Face off to come to the glove side of Robichaud. Driscoll takes the draw. Blues end up with possession. Walker ends up now on the stick of Trask. Trask to Godfrey. Godfrey, cross ice. Had Driscoll, but that pass was too far and he couldn't get the one-timer loaded. Driscoll now. Driscoll finds Godfrey. Godfrey circling. Can't find the seam though. Trask fires. That's blocked in the slot area there by Ferdinand. Here's Godfrey now. Godfrey throws it into the shin pads of Ferdinand. The Blues come away with Ferdinand and Biding. Ferdinand to Biding just out of his reach as Driscoll was on the back check. Here comes Manderville now. Manderville Vanderbilt stripped to the puck at the blue line. Travis fires, blocker save by Robichaud. Vanderbilt and Trask battling here for the Moose. Vanderbilt tries to bump McDonald. Held in there by Godfrey. Godfrey gets it to Driscoll to Trask. Trask fires. That's into the shin pads of Ferdinand. Travis now. Travis shoots. That's wide of the far post. Gobbled up here by Trask. He's looking. Tried to throw it through the seam there to Driscoll. Driscoll now. Driscoll to Trask. Trask. No lane to shoot. Fires. Scores! Point shot of Trask. Robichaud got a glove on it. However, it dropped, and standing there at the back door was Will Godfrey to send that into the back of the net and put the Moose up by a goal. Minute and 50 left to play in period number 2. Moose strike on the power play and regain a 1-goal lead here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Moose up 4-3. Minute and 44 left in the period. Carroll now. Here's Goodine. Goodine floats one. That save there made by Fulham.
Assistant number 67, Gavin Trask, number 27, Jesse Travis. Time of the goal, 18 minutes.
Godfrey from Trask and Travis. That's Porter, tried to walk out and tuck one in there, and that shot of his went wide. McCormick knocked to the ice there. That's good, or Kirkpatrick, I believe, knocked him down. Spun around here by Carroll now. That's intercepted at the blue line, but it'll get out into the neutral zone. That'll go for an icing. 50.8 seconds left in the second period. Northern Moose with a 4-3 lead over the Fredericton Blues. Moose putting up another solid effort here on the road for the second day in a row as they skated away with a 5-0 win here at the York Arena last night over these same Blues. Much closer game here today. That shot kicked away by Fulham. So he had to kick that right leg out as it was headed for that right corner, and that will go for an icing as Sisk banged that off the wall to relieve the pressure. Ferdinand to take the draw here for the Blues against Hashi. Held in at the line there by White. Rimmed around here to Walker. Walker tries to throw it in the slot. That's intercepted by Hashi. Stripped to his stick though by Walker. Sisk now with a little bit of time. Sisk just floats it out into the neutral zone. Moose want to get away. That was a hand pass. 21.9 seconds left in the second period. Moose with a 4-3 lead over the hometown Fredericton Blues. Hashi and Ferdinand to take the draw. Won by Hashi. Sisk wisely flips that into Blues territory. First into the forecheck, Josh Stewart. Out comes Ferdinand. Ferdinand flipped ahead in the neutral zone here. 6 seconds left. White now. White. Shot kicked away by Fulham as the Blues managed to get a shot off of that. Clock was ticking down. So that'll bring the second period to a close. 40 minutes in the books here. Moose find themselves with a 4-3 lead over the hometown Fredericton Blues at the York Arena in Fredericton. So we will break away here for a fresh resurface of the ice here by the Zamboni. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes for the final period of play. Welcome back here for the final period of play at the York Arena in Fredericton as the Moose are holding on to a narrow 4-3 lead. Referees just headed back out onto the ice here for this final 20 minutes. It's been a good hockey game. Moose went into that second period with a 3-1 lead. Blues scored a couple of quick ones to open the period, and then the Moose struck on the power play late in the third to find themselves at this 4-3 lead now. Ashley, Landry, and Stewart up front for the Moose. Sisk and Landry on the back end. And the face-off controlled by the Moose in the skates of Loic Landry. He throws it back here for Sisk. Sisk tried to hit Hashi coming through the neutral zone. Stewart one-touches that to Mo Landry. Mo Landry now. Mo Landry walks out. Crisp pass through the slot area. Couldn't connect with Hashi. Stewart now chips it there for Mo Landry. Mo Landry to Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart. He's bumped on the wall there by Buchanan. Puck flipped up, knocked down there at the blue line. Josh Stewart has it now. Tried to hit Hashi with it. Walker back to retrieve for the Blues. Walker up the far side. He's being chased down there by Hashi. Throws it here to Holohan. Holohan throws it into Moose territory. Back to retrieve it is Loic Landry. Landry and Walker come together over there. Sisk reverses that for Landry. Long lead pass. Travis now. Travis fires. That's kicked away by Robichaud. Travis tried to slide that to the far corner. Here's Ferdinand. Ferdinand. He's stripped of the puck. Ends up in the neutral zone on the stick of White. White right here in front of us to McDonald. McDonald under pressure from Travis. Holohan just bats it into Moose territory. First to the puck is Ferdinand. Ferdinand knifes it to his forehand. Fires. Fulem out at the top of the paint. Makes the save on that one. 18-16 to play in period number 3. Moose with a 4-3 lead in Fredericton. Matthew Driscoll, Garland Vanderbilt, and Jesse Travis out there up front for the Moose. Moose win the face-off. However, Alexi Stewart stripped of the puck there. Stewart still battling. Driscoll comes in to help him out. Stewart chips it up, gets past the defenseman McDonald. McDonald now, he's under pressure by Travis. Vanderbilt bats it into Blues territory. Biding slaps it cross ice for Yerksa. Yerksa now puts on the brakes, throws it back to the point to McDonald. McDonald goes to White. Travis put some pressure on him, and White fired it wide of the target. Carroll battling with Collins. Yerksa holds it in along the half wall. McDonald's shot deflected there by the stick of Travis. Doesn't get through. Biding sets it up for White. White fans on it, and away goes Travis. Travis in a foot race. Good play there by Walker to recover and strip that puck off the stick of Travis. Here comes Yerksa now. Yerksa ends up on the stick of Biding. Biding tried to throw a cross ice to Collins, but that was intercepted by Trask. Trask now. One man to beat. It's Hitchcock. Trask gets inside position and turned away there by Robichaud. Arm up here, going to be a penalty to Travis as he sent Hitchcock to the ice. That'll be an interference call on Jesse Travis of the Moose. Travis not happy with the call. That'll bring the face-off down into Moose territory, glove side of goalie Fulem. controlled by the Blues. Buchanan, cross ice to White. White back to Buchanan. That shot deflected by LeClaire. Good job to get out on Buchanan and not give him any room to shoot that one. Porter now. Porter still has it. Porter looking for a lane. Circles now behind goalie Fulham. Still on the stick of Porter. Porter throws it back here to White. White. He steps away from McCormick. Good play there by Trask to bump him, but it's still on the stick of White. White fires. Fulham holds that on. Rebound laying there. As referee had lost sight of it and blew it down. Minute and 23 left in the penalty to Jesse Travis. 16:15 to play in the final period. Moose with a 4-3 lead over the Blues. Face-off controlled by the Moose. Tried to rim it around behind the VIP, but that was intercepted by Holohan. Nice play there by Sis to get that out into the neutral zone. Past Ferdinand. Robichaud now. Come out and set it up for Walker as LeBlanc was in forechecking hard. Here comes Walker. Walker with speed. Gets to the outside of Landry. Walker still has it. Using his body to shield away the defenders. Walker, back pass there for Ferdinand. Ferdinand to Larson. Larson to Walker. Walker to Ferdinand. Ferdinand. That's deflected, and LeBlanc couldn't get it out on his backhand. So the Blues will continue to press here on the power play. Set up for Walker. Walker cross ice one time there by McDonald. Here's McDonald again. Touch pass to Walker. 23 seconds left in the penalty to Jesse Travis. Walker now. Walker into the shin pads of LeBlanc. Now at the side of the net is Larson. Larson sets it up for Ferdinand. Ferdinand spins to the dot area. Can't get a shot away as he's tied up there by Sis. Walker fired. That's kicked away by Fulham. Penalty is over. Travis is out of the box. Fired. Fulham save. Fulham made the initial save and the puck rolled up over his pad and ended up in behind goalie Fulham. So with 14:46 to play, the Blues have drawn even here with the Moose. Teams deadlocked at 4. Penalty had just expired, so that was not a power play marker, as Travis was out of the box. However, he had just barely made it over that blue line when that puck went into the net. So for all intents and purposes, that was a power play goal. Carroll throws it toward goalie Robichaud. Robichaud calmly holds onto that one and will get a face-off to the glove side of Robichaud. Hashi, Stewart, and Landry.
Number 23, Dave Walker. Number 25, Dave Holohan. Number 5-14, that's Larson from Walker and Holohan.
Larson, the goal scorer from Walker and Holohan. That's sent the length of the ice on an icing call. Ashley, Mo Landry, Josh Stewart, Gavin Trask, Will Godfrey on the blue line. Hashi now, Hashi on his backhand. That's knocked off his stick. Josh Stewart back to get it. Stewart sets it up, bounces it back there for Godfrey. Godfrey bumped by Collins. Here's Stewart now. Stewart sets it up for Trask. Trask fires, blocker save, shot. Doesn't get through as the rebound was in the slot area. Here's White, he's hammered along the boards there by Hashi. Godfrey, his pass bounces over the stick of Hashi in the neutral zone. Godfrey steps it up with his skate. Here's Hitchcock now. Hitchcock backhands it. Hashi keeps it in at the blue line. Throws it into that corner as the Moose are on a change. Gavin Trask now fires. Kicked away there by Robichaud. Fired by Godfrey. Doesn't get through. Vanderbilt bumps his man along the wall. That's White now. White off the glass, fires at the length of the ice. That will go for an icing call. So with 13:13 to play, face-off will come down into Blues territory. Teams deadlocked at 4 here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Vanderbilt spins, fires, backhand. Nice save there by Robichaud as the rebound was laying there for Travis. And Robichaud dove across and got a piece of it. And Buchanan will go here on the slash, as I believe he retaliated as Driscoll rubbed him out along the wall, and Buchanan retaliated, and he'll go to the box here for 2 minutes or less on the slashing call. 12:59 to play in the third period. Teams deadlocked at 4. Driscoll, Vanderbilt, and Travis up front. Sisk and Landry on the blue line. Sisk holds that in at the line. There's Sisk now. Sisk gets to the top of that blue line area. Sisk, lane fires. That's blocked by Ferdinand. Landry, back pass to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt sets it up there for Landry. Landry bumps it back to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt back on the stick of Lewick Landry. Lewick Landry. It's rimmed all the way around and down into the neutral zone. Blues going off on a change. There's Sisk now. Sisk bumps it ahead to himself. However, that's intercepted there by McDonald and bumped out into the neutral zone. Vanderbilt sets it up for Driscoll. Driscoll. Here's Lewick Landry to Travis. Travis to Matthew Driscoll. Matthew Driscoll. He goes cross ice for Sisk. Sisk spins away from Porter. Sisk walks out, fires, kicked out there by Robichaud. Good low shot there by Sisk, and Robichaud was down in the butterfly and kicked that one out and gobbled up the rebound, and we'll get a whistle here to the face-off will come to the blocker side of Robichaud. 11:55 to play in the third period. 56 seconds left in the penalty to Buchanan. Hashi, Josh Stewart, and Matisse LeBlanc. That's Hashi's pass was blocked there by Yerxa and sent down into Moose territory. Trask back to retrieve. Trask slides it across to Godfrey. Godfrey bangs it across the ice to Hashi. Hashi's stick handling into LeBlanc, fires. Saved there by Robichaud. Here's Hashi now. Hashi to Matisse LeBlanc. LeBlanc, his crossing pass intercepted. Here's Hashi. Hashi looking, fires it. Trask can't handle that pass. Spins away from Yerxa. Hashi now. Here's Trask. Trask sets it up for Hashi. Hashi, cross ice to Godfrey. Godfrey through the zone. Fires off the side of the net. One time there by Trask. Godfrey's got to spin and retreat here into the neutral zone. Penalty has expired. Teams back to 5-on-5. LeBlanc handles it here at the red line. Up off the glass, Hashi knocks it down to, was going to play it himself, but it ended up on the stick of LeBlanc. And that'll bring the face-off outside the Blues blue line. 10:47 to play in the third period. Teams tied at 4 here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Walker now. Walker under pressure from McCormick. Walker just spins and dumps it in. That bounced right out into the slot area as it can out past goalie Fulham. However, the shot by Goodine didn't make it through. Alexi Stewart now. Mo Landry. Here's Carroll. Carroll tries to set it up there for LeClaire. McDonald back. He's under pressure by McCormick. Here's Travis now. Travis. Alexi Stewart steps up, now on the stick of Goodine. Goodine walks in the slot. Goodine fires wide of the target. Nice play by Goodine to walk his way out in there where he can get a shot off. Carroll fanned on his outlet pass, and it's still here in the corner. Carroll sends his man to the ice. Alexi Stewart now, he's stripped of the puck by Porter. Here's Travis. Travis circles back into Moose territory. Jesse Travis now on his stick, sets it up there for Carroll. Carroll goes cross ice to Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart, that's almost intercepted by Larson. Ends up on the stick of Ethan Carroll. That's flipped up through the rafters. Doesn't touch anything, so it goes down into Moose territory. Sisk now floats it out to Driscoll. Driscoll brings that back into Moose territory, and Sisk will have to gobble it up. Manderville bumped along the wall there by Buchanan. Driscoll ends up on the ice. Looked like stick had gotten his skates there, but the referee was right in front of it and did not make any call. Sisk now. Moose can't get out of their own zone. Manderville tried to get that one out, and Buchanan held the line. Larson knocks that down with his hand. That will be a hand pass, and that will bring the face-off outside. Face-off will be right here in front of us, outside the Moose blue line. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third period. Teams deadlocked at 4. Stewart overskates that one and ends up on the stick of Goodine. Banged there by Trask. Ends up on the stick of Walker. Walker floats it through the neutral zone. Godfrey scoops it up. That'll be an offside, as I believe it was Kirkpatrick trying to clear the zone. He didn't quite get out. That'll bring a face-off outside again here. So the face-off right in front of the Moose bench. Felix Hashi to take the draw. It's won by the Blues. Swiped across here to Walker. Walker right in front of us walks into Moose territory. Fires. Scores! As Walker walked in from a sharp angle, and Fulham did not have his post tight, and there was a little window that Fulham left there for Walker, and Walker found it. And the Moose, for the first time today, find themselves down by a goal to the Fredericton Blues. Lots of time left, 8:13 left in the third period. Mo Landry now. Mo Landry, he's stripped of the puck. That's Kirkpatrick spinning away. Kirkpatrick, backhand pass here to Walker. Carroll jumps that pass. Mo Landry throws it into Blues territory. Here's Mo Landry now. Mo Landry. Ethan Carroll fires. Blocker save there by Robichaud. Rebound came out, but there was no. There's Goodine now. Goodine, that gets up in the mask of goalie Fulham. Stewart got a piece of that crossing pass as McDonald was sneaking in from his D position. Mo Landry now. Mo Landry chips it ahead. Hashi can't get a stick on that. Here's Alexi Stewart. Cross ice to Carroll. Carroll hits Hashi. Hashi throws it into the Blues territory and in pursuit. First to it is Hashi. Hashi still has it. Hashi throws it in the slot. Nobody there. Here's Biding. Biding. Under pressure there by Sisk. Hashi bumps the man along the wall. That's White now. White. That shot is held on by Fulham as he gloves that. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the third period. Blues with a 5-4 lead. On a goal by Walker. LeBlanc tried to chip that ahead to himself. Here's LeBlanc now, ends up back on the stick. He's stripped of the puck though at the red line. Loic Landry bumps Collins off the puck. Landry picks it up, outlet there for McCormick. That's through the skates of McCormick. Ends up in the neutral zone on the stick of Walker. Walker ahead to Biding. Landry now, Landry. Yerxa throws that to Biding, but Sisk strips that off his stick. Here comes Hudson Sisk now. Hudson Sisk leaves it there, and that is an offside at the blue line. As LeBlanc is not quite over that blue line as Sisk dropped that pass for him. So out comes Driscoll, Travis, and Manderville. Ferdinand, Holohan, and Larson for the Blues up front. Here's Ferdinand. Ferdinand with some speed. Driscoll. Driscoll bumps Ferdinand. Holohan has it on his stick behind the Moose goal. Holohan throws it around the far side. Here comes Manderville. Manderville looked up for a pass, and that's stripped off his stick. Driscoll. There's the Blues now trying to work their way into the slot area. Ferdinand has it. Ferdinand, he's bumped there by Manderville. And that will just leave the blue line into the neutral zone so the Moose can regroup as they were under some pressure. Holohan throws it into the Moose zone. Trask now on the stick of Travis. Travis puts on the brakes, spins away from White. But away comes Ferdinand. Ferdinand now, he's bumped there by Trask. Thrown into Moose territory, no icing. Blues head off on a change. Godfrey and Ferdinand. Manderville now. Manderville spins away from the pressure, throws it around to the near side here to Trask. Trask. We've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third period. Driscoll just flips it into the empty corner on the far side, and the Moose try and get a change. And away comes Buchanan. Buchanan gains the blue line. Mo Landry sends it into the neutral zone. Walker, that pass jumps over the stick of Porter and Loic Landry. It ends up in Moose territory. Off the boards, not out though. That's flipped toward goalie Fulham, ends up in behind the goal. Buchanan shot, that's blocked. Here's Hashi. Hashi gains the blue line on his backhand. Circling, Stewart fires. Saved there by Robichaud. Hashi put it up on the stick of Stewart, and Robichaud turned that away. Loic Landry. Stewart chips it ahead to Hashi. Hashi overskates that one. Here's Sisk now. Sisk flips it ahead for Hashi. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Hashi's shot ends up right in the logo of goalie Robichaud. He was out at the top of that blue paint. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Moose down by a goal as the Blues have a 5-4 lead here at the York Arena in Fredericton. LeClaire to take the draw. McDonald now, he's bumped behind the net there by J.P. McCormick. Godfrey's tried to get it through the slot area, but it's brought away by the Blues. Here's Biding. Biding sends it into deep into Moose territory. McCormick tried to flip that to the centerman LeClaire, but LeClaire wasn't there for that one. Oh, referee went down hard. Going to be a stoppage as he went down hard and appeared to get his head off of the boards. It's still down here in the corner. Lost an edge and went down backwards, and the back of his head went right off the boards. Coach Kevin Landry out on the ice here, having a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, take this moment one more time. It's 2:57 left. The $76 in the 50-50. The winning number was 60431087. Again, 60431087. Come on down.
Landry tending here to one of our head referees, as that was a hard fall that he took here in the corner. Hoping he'll be all right. He's still down up to his knees now. Still tending to him. Both teams he's back up on his feet. Good to see as that was a hard fall referee took here. And there's the exact reason people are wearing helmets these days, as back of his head went right up against the boards. And he appears to be okay. Larson fires wide of goalie Fulham. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third period. Here's Godfrey now. Godfrey outlet pass to LeClaire. LeClaire sets it up for Felix Hashi. Hashi steered away there by Buchanan. Good job by Buchanan to steer him to the corner. Away comes Holohan. Holohan now. Holohan bumped there by Landry. Ferdinand back to get it here for the Blues. Walker. That's floated in toward goalie Fulham and gobbled up by Fulham with the glove. And he will hold on for a face-off. Face-off will come to the blocker side of Fulham. Driscoll, Vanderbilt, and Travis out there for the Moose up front. Sisk and Trask on the back end, and looks like Moose will call a timeout. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in this highly contested U15 major action at the York Arena in Fredericton. Blues with a 5-4 lead. These two teams played last night here in this same ice surface. Moose skated away with a 5-0 victory. Things have been much closer here this afternoon at the York Arena. The Blues, Gabe Walker put the Blues up with about 8 minutes left to give them the 5-4 lead. And the Moose have been trying to get themselves back in position here to get that equalizer and try and force overtime. We'll keep an eye on goalie Fulham, as I'm sure they'll be looking to get that extra attacker out here before long. So Vanderbilt, Driscoll, Travis, Trask, and Sis. Face-off, won by Driscoll. Sis bangs it off the boards out here into the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that one. Sisk now, Sisk sets it up for, correction, that is Sisk now back to Trask. 2 minutes even left to play here in the third period. Here's Driscoll now. Driscoll gains the blue line. That's banged all the way out here, and Fulham's on his way to the net, and out onto the ice is Felix Hashi for the extra attacker. Sisk now. Sisk sets that up for Trask. Trask to Sisk. Here, cross ice, that's in the skates of Hashi. And the Moose will have to regroup. Minute and 30 left. Still on the stick of Driscoll. That's intercepted. Turn, fired. That's high and over the empty goal as Fulham is on the bench for the extra attacker. Trask circles away. Moose cannot get anything generated here to get some offensive zone time. That's intercepted by Walker. Walker's shot. That's wide. Here's Driscoll now. Here's Manderville now. Manderville. That ends up on the stick of Walker. And finally, the Moose will get some offensive zone time. However, Manderville is offside at the blue line. And we will get a face-off. So we've got LeBlanc. So with 56 seconds, Moose is going to wait and see if they can control the face-off here first. And face-off is controlled by the Blues. LeBlanc can't hold it in. Fulham back on the bench for the extra attacker. 40 seconds left here. Flipped into Moose territory. Sisk now knocks it down. Sisk to Trask. Trask looking. That pass is intercepted. Here's Hashi now. Hashi goes cross ice to Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart throws it through the slot. It is behind Manderville, and that'll go for an icing. .5 seconds left to play. Fulham on the bench. Moose with 6 attackers. Hashi to take the draw. Hashi, Manderville, Josh Stewart, Mathis LeBlanc, Sisk, and Trask. 12 seconds here. Hashi. Rimmed around to Sisk. Sisk spins, fires. It's in the slot. Fired by Trask, and that shot is blocked. Moose with a couple of chances late. However, the Blues will hold on here this afternoon at the York Arena and come away with a 5-4 victory over the visiting Northern Moose. Another solid effort here by the Moose on the road as they have given the Blues all they could handle. So next weekend, these teams will head to St. Andrews, New Brunswick for a jamboree. So the Moose, the Blues will both be on the road next weekend. We'll try and bring you those games live on our YouTube channel if the technology will permit it. So those of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed Moose hockey.